One question a lot of people ask is, what are the questions? What are you going to ask me? And we've actually pre-composed a list of 16 questions with a few optional things that really help to make this easy and flow, because these are important questions that a lot of businesses want to talk about when their consumers are concerned or interested, or just things they need to know about your business. So we'll start off with, why'd you decide to become a doctor, or a lawyer, a mechanic, a charity leader, a business owner? And something important that really helps you explain why your passion is so endearing for what you do, and what was the path that led you there, because that helps people understand, the interest you had, and how you got to where you have such that passion for your business and helping people. What is your personal hobby or passion outside of work? And a lot of times that talks a little bit to why you do what you do and helps people understand who you are. How long have you been in the business, and how many years of experience do you have? And most people are definitely interested in that, because the longer you've been a professional in something, obviously, the better you are at it. What is your passion that fuels your business specifically with regard to this? Was there something in your life that was a life-changing event, or what was it exactly? We allow you to write your own notes too, of course, so you can put any kind of notes that you want to, pertaining to your interview. And some people write a few of their questions, some people write all of their questions, and we don't even use the questions we have there. But most people enjoy most all these questions. Only a couple of times that we had somebody, because they had a specific task they wanted us to record with regard to their specifics to their business. But these questions are up to you to decide which ones you like. Something optional that we often insert is important is, do you have a special offer? And that can be done kind of generically too. So go to our website to see our current special offer, and then you can put this up just about any time, and people will be able to see the new offer that you've put up on your website by just referring them to go to your website. We always look at the client reviews, Better Business Bureau, and see that you've got good reviews there, or we probably wouldn't have invited you to be on the show or talk to you about being on the show if somebody referred you to us, because you got to have good reviews these days. And we can help you with that too if there's not as many reviews as you need, but most people have reviews that are in the 3s, 4s at least, and it's something we want to show off to everybody too. What's the one thing that sets your business apart? That's an important question, because a lot of people, they really do something unique, and they really do something that makes a difference. There's often people that compete with you in your industry for whatever it is you do. You're not the only person in the world that puts on roofs, or does solar, or helps people with their house cleaning, or is a mechanic, or whatever it may be. But there's always something that people explain about themselves and makes them unique, that they do a good job with, and it's important people understand it so they can see that you do something exceptional. Oftentimes, many people make a mistake, and we want to help the consumers figure out what is that one mistake that people need to be wary of, that they don't understand, they don't realize, and then they go and make the purchase, and they make the mistake anyway because they didn't know about it. And you might also explain it as one time where you really helped somebody who was about to make a mistake, or something happened, and then you had to go fix it for them. And that really helps people understand how you care to make a difference and do what's right for the consumer. We also ask you to tell us a time when you really felt like you helped a client in specific, and that could be something likewise where they said, hey, this was really down and out, or there's somebody that got taken advantage of, or somebody just didn't understand what they were getting into, or had a bad life situation, and you helped them to come out of that. Then, of course, a lot of people want to know, what is the process when someone decides to work with you? How do I get started? What do I do? Who do I contact? What do I do to start working with you with your service or product, that we can get this thing going? Often then it's neat to hear from one challenge that you've been through in your business, because everybody knows that business is all about overcoming those hurdles. And so tell us a time when you had a tough time within your business, or you saw somebody else with a tough time, and what did you do to overcome that? We also then ask a lot of people, if we get this far, a lot of times we're an hour into the interview, when we start talking about these questions, if you were just doing 3 or 4, almost 5 minutes per question, some of these, then you'd be close to the end here. But recite your favorite quote from a movie that kind of inspired you, or a quote for life. And then, of course, tell us one major objection people have that would cause them to maybe think, well, why should I do this, or why do I need this, and what is it that you're doing that makes sure that solve a problem that I have. Number 14 here, what do you get the most satisfaction out from actually doing your business for as long as you have, and why do you just keep doing this thing? What do you do most? What do you enjoy? The satisfaction you get from doing this. How do you and your company contribute to the community? Something important as well, whether that's to provide a great service or you actually have some charitable endeavors that you engage in. Very important to share a little bit about what you do to give back to the community. And then a lot of times we finish up with, what do you do personally for fun in the area, in the region, wherever you're at? And a lot of times that is somebody in St. Louis. We've done interviews for people in New York, LA, Tulsa, northern Missouri, Chicago. We've been all over the place, and we can do these by remote also too. So and sometimes we'll get back to with just a little fun segment if we have a little extra time to go over that quote from your favorite movie a little more, and what it means to you, and then share your favorite St. Louis moment along with another motivational quote you have outside of something from a movie. But very often we're well into an hour before we do that. So then that kind of summarizes the questions we have that we offer, and then a lot of people will say, hey, I've got my own questions too, and they can write something specific that a lot of people don't know that they should be asking, and that's important too. So I hope you enjoy this little piece here with the questions that are very important to people we cover, and we make sure and talk about these in that full interview. Sometimes they not as many can't get through as many of those questions, obviously, with the half hour that is airing 15 minutes. This is designed for the 28-minute interview that can be recorded up to an hour and 15 minutes. But either way, you're going to get a lot of good information covered for your clients. And we'll ask a couple or a few of these questions if we do one of our shorter interviews, which most people, we've only done a few of those, but they do give somebody some good information, and pick a couple of your favorite questions to ask.